Alle meine Jungs kommen von ganz unten. Wir machten Moves, keine Tanzstunden. Viele von den anderen Dudes wurden Stammkunden, kamen nicht mehr weg, Kiefersperre wie bei Kampfhunden. Zu viel gesehen, was willst du mir erzählen? Schon die Pädagogen konnten meine Wut nicht verstehen. Mein Leben war ein Splatter, zu viel blutige Szenen. Ich sagte mir, ich werde Rapper, statt zur Schule zu gehen, und hier bin ich. Kein Hobby, spit das Real Business. Sie sagen keep it real, sag mir, was hier nicht real ist. Du rappst über Rap, Mutterficker, ich bin es. Boy, hör auf zu haten, broke zu sein ist nichts Schlimmes. Respekt bekommen die sich Respekt verdienen. Als Rapper ist der Struggle real und das ist recht in Wien. Haberer, das hier hat nichts zu tun mit West-Berlin. Doch verschwind kein Gedanken daran wegzuziehen, denn ich hab das beste Team.
Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zum Chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hater, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean, mit dem besten Team. Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zum Chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hater, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean.
Wir sind Big Boys, wir machen Big Tins. Kein Problem, du kannst deine Freundin gern mitbringen. Schick rechts, schick links, Steppe in den Dance und der Drip stimmt.
Saucy.
Nichts als Gelato in meinem Spliff drin. Ich bin, wenn's irgendwo abnormal hart nach Pip stinkt. Ich und meine Jungs sind am Hustlen, seitdem wir Kids sind. Money over Bitches bleibt das Motto, bis ich rich bin.
Baby, tut mir leid, doch heute komm ich nicht heim. Du weißt, ich mach mein Ding, wenn die Sonne nicht scheint. Die anderen Hunde wollten ihre Beute nicht teilen. Jetzt wollen sie ein Stück vom Kuchen, denk nur sollte nicht sein. Nein, ich denk nur sollte nicht sein. Labels ignorierten, plötzlich wollen sie mich sein. Die Jungs, die sich jetzt lustig machten, wollen wie ich sein. Jetzt stehen sie vom Club, doch sie kommen nicht rein.
Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zum Chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hater, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean, mit dem besten Team. Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zum Chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hater, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean.
Yeah, guys. If you're watching right now, click the like and subscribe right now, man. So let's talk about the recent news and recent rumors that I've heard, you know what I mean? Thanks to my FBI deals, you know what I mean? The guys always giving me information and always, you know, making me, getting me updated about the recent news and the recent stuff happening in the world, in the boxing world right now, man. So, according to the recent news, is that Haymon might not make a unification bout between Water and the Rich Jr. happen. He's trying to play chess game, you know what I mean? So with the situation, but we'll see what happens. What are my thoughts about this stuff, man? I still feel like boxing is not what it used to be. And if Andrews Jr., if Andrews Jr. manages to beat Anthony Joshua in the rematch, I actually feel that he should be allowed to fight Deontay Water. You know, Water. I don't know what is all this protection about Water. I mean, now that Haymon has, you know, Andrews Jr. in his roster, you know, Andrews Jr. now is a huge name in the boxing world, guys. Is a huge name now. A huge name, I must say. Huge name. A huge name. But there are still question marks around Andrews Jr. because the last time people don't think he won that bout. You know what I mean? People don't actually think so. And I know Andrews Jr. did his best. He did his best to win the bout against Joshua, but like Bob Harum said, that wasn't a Joshua. You know what I mean? We've seen fight. Let me play the audio for you guys to listen before I actually then display the capture of the screen so that you guys can see it. Let me say Bob Harum. So we want to see listen. If Andrews Jr. manages, miraculously managed to beat Anthony Joshua, I'll actually I'll actually give him his due respect. Right now, Andrews Jr. is getting the balls, getting the balls out there, man. And by the way, let me look at the chat, live chat right now. Shout out to Michael Martins. He said, keep the good work going. Thanks, bro. I spread it. What's new? The new recent rumors around right now is that Haymon, we not make the water Andrews Jr. Unification about to happen if Reginald defeats the Joshua in the rematch. So according to my FBI guys out there who are always working very hard, who are inside the boxing, politics and other stuff, who knows what is going on and what is coming out. I'm very grateful for them because they always inform me, always give information and correct, concrete, credible information. So, I think Haymon must make that fight happen if Ruiz Jr. defeats Deontay again. I'm tired of this old goddamn politics. All people are kind of playing the boxing right now because it's kind of damaging the sport if you look at it. Or Boston. Let me Bob Harum. Look at what Bob Harum had to say. Boston Social. Yeah, good. Boston Social, by the way, they're green very fast, man. They're green very fast. Very interesting. Let's look at what. Hope all Boston Social wouldn't give me a copyright claim. I hope so, because I really want to let you. I want you guys to listen to what Bob Harum had to say regarding the Joshua. All right. Just play it.
Than life in the United States, and they promote themselves correctly. Shot with either guy at the peak of their careers.
You've, as we've mentioned, been around the block. How important is it, considering what we've just seen in New York, that Tyson Fury isn't distracted by potential fights or fights that have been signed with Deontay Wilder as he heads into a fight with a pretty sizable underdog in Tom Schwartz this weekend?
Well, Tom Schwartz is an underdog because Tom Schwartz, has only fought in Europe and particularly in Germany. Now, we've seen footage of Tom Schwartz, and he was not number 2 in the BO and number 5 in the IBF by accident. It's because they look at him as a really good competitive fighter. If you had compared prior to the Joshua fight, Andy Ruiz and Tom Schwartz, you'd have to bet on Tom Schwartz.
Now, you worked with Andy Ruiz. We'll come back to Tyson, but it seems like a natural way to talk about that fight now, Ruiz and Joshua. You worked with Andy Ruiz for a number of years. Were you surprised at him being able to upset Anthony Joshua in the manner that he did?
It wasn't Anthony Joshua. There was an imposter in the ring.
You heard it. He wasn't Anthony Joshua. He was an imposter in the ring. So, I mean, what else can I say? What do you guys want me to say? I've been telling you guys that it's not Joshua that was in the ring. A half game Joshua fought Andrews Jr. that night, okay? And I like the fact that Andrews Jr. is getting the blessings that he deserves. You know, he's been doing very well, very well with his career. In fact, Andrews Jr. is now a bigger star than Deontay Wilder. Who want to argue that? Who's going to argue that with me right now, man? Who's going to argue that with me? If you're a Wilder fanboy, argue that now. You cannot argue. Andrews Jr. is now a bigger star, okay, than Deontay Wilder, and probably going to sell more tickets right now because he has the Mexicans backings right now, and he has the president of Mexico backing him and supporting him. That's very impressive. When has Donald Trump, any American president ever, invited Deontay Wilder to the White House to congratulate him for his wins? That should tell you that Anthony Joshua is a global superstar, and the name Joshua brings fame, brings blessings, and brings credibility as well. You know what I mean? I have to say that Andrews Jr. is a very humble. Let's look at some of the videos. He met with this is him and Mexican Presidente López Obrador. Es un honor y sueño hecho realidad poder compartir este momento con usted. Gracias por la hospitalidad y recibimos en México at Miguel Toruco. Gracias por facilitar este encuentro con el presidente. Let me know what Presidente Obrador has to say. Wait, the president don't have a. Recibí a Andy Ruiz Jr., campeón mundial de boxeo de peso completo, orgullo de México. The pride of Mexico, that's what it's saying. What? Oh, Tyson Ford says he's a star, but not a bigger star than Wilder, please. Okay, tell me how Ruiz Jr. is not a bigger star than Wilder. I would like to know, man. Tell me. Can you tell me, please? Can you bet your house on it? Like, can you bet your house on it? Whenever Ruiz Jr. gets to fight again after the Joshua rematch, even if he loses, he's still going to be. Can you bet your house on it that he will draw more crowd and sell more tickets than Wilder? I'm telling you right now because I know what Ruiz Jr. has achieved. Can you believe that Ruiz Jr. after defeating Joshua went from 20,000, let's say 40,000 or 40,000 something to 400K followers overnight? When has Wilder ever done that? Wilder had to use Joshua's name to grow his profile and still has about 2 million followers on Instagram, man. But the topic is that Haymon, okay, Haymon, he's trying to play a chess game, with his division because he doesn't really want to pull Wilder in with and original. Even if I feel like Wilder will beat original, I do feel like he will because Wilder has a. Listen, Wilder going into a fight against original will not underestimate him like Joshua did. He will not toy with it. He will not play with it. He will train very hard for him, and he will make sure he land that right hand and some of his bombs that he throws. You know what I mean? So Wilder, in my opinion, is now the #1 heavyweight in the world. I have to say that Wilder Listen, I don't like water. You know what I mean? I don't like it, but I feel like people were saying that Tyson Fury is the number one heavyweight in the world. Is not true. It's not true at all. Tyson Fury is not the number one heavyweight in the world now. It's not true. Let's go look at Tyson Fury's resume. Tyson Fury. Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Boss Rec. Okay, is number 4 on Boss Rec, but on Read Magazine is number 1. So fighting Tom Schwartz. Let's just look at the resume. He has 28 fights, 27 wins, 19 knockouts. Nice record. Nice record. He fought Bella Gionjosi. Then fought Masezela, Dani Perayako, Eli Swabi, Matthew Ellis, Scott Bershaw, Alexander Selinzens, John McDermott, Thomas Mirajek, Hans Joeg Blasko, John McDermott, Rich Power, Zach Page, Marcelo Nascimento. I never heard of those guys, okay? Oh, the guy that Tyson Fury fought from 2008 to 11. Never heard of none of those guys. Who is Marcelo Nascimento? Who is Zach Page? Then, okay, from 2011, July, he started fighting good fighters. He fought Derek Chisora, then good. That's a good fighter. Then fought Nikolai Filter. I know that guy. Fought Nevin Pazkik. Never heard of the guy. Martin Roger. Never heard of him. Vinny Magdalon. Never heard of him. Kevin Johnson. Yeah, we know of that one. Steve Cunningham. That's the guy. This Steve Cunningham. He's the one that dropped Tyson Fury. The cruiserweight. He dropped Tyson Fury very hard, man. Steve Cunningham dropped Tyson Fury very, very hard. This guy. Now has 9 losses on his record and 1 knockout. He's only been knocked out once. It's a cruiserweight. Let's see what happens, man. Okay, then fought Joey Abel. Never heard of that guy. Then fought Derek Chisora again. Nice. This is when he stopped Chisora. He stopped him. Chisora couldn't continue anymore. It was. Then fought Christian Hammer. Did the same thing to him. Then fought Vladimir Klitschko. So, and then fought Seferi Ferry. Vladimir Klitschko in 2015, November 28. Then fought Seferi, came back in 2018, fought Seferi, and then Francesco. Listen, Tyson Fury has been fighting bombs all his career. Other than, listen, only good name you can say is, the only good name I can see right here, I can see right here, is Steve Cunningham. I think he's a good fighter. He's a cruiser, but he's a very good fighter. There is Chisora, good fighter. Christian Hammer, good fighter. Vladimir. Let's say the only guy you can actually rank higher is Vladimir Klitschko. And maybe Deontay Wilder, but it was a draw of him. But I think he won that bout anyway against Wilder. He won it, but the judges had it otherwise, man. So Tyson Fury is not the number one ever in the world. I have to say it. Deontay Water is. We have to go. Listen, I don't like Water. I don't like him as a boxer because I feel like he talks such rubbish sometimes. But he's listen. He's defended his titles many times, and Tyson Fury has never defended his title once. Okay, he's never defended it once, not even once. Okay, not even against a bum. He won this belt right here, and then vacated it, like just left boxing. Then came back, fought Severi, then fought Francisco Pianata, then fought Deontay Water, and listen. And people were saying Tyson Fury. Well, people were saying that Joshua is chinny. Steve Cunningham, that guy cruiserweight dropped Tyson Fury hard when they fought. And also, Tyson Fury got dropped before, wasn't it by John McDermott? I think this guy dropped Tyson Fury. Let me see. I think this guy dropped Tyson Fury as well. This guy, if I'm not mistaken, he dropped Tyson Fury. Or not? I think he dropped him. Tyson Fury was dropped before once in his career before he got dropped by Steve Cunningham. So Haymon should actually make that fight happen. We want to see it. I'm tired of we want to see it. I'm tired of people trying to maximize things. Boxing. We boxing fans, we want to see the best for the best. And if Tyson Fury manages, to get past Tom Schwartz, which I think he will, and then Andrews Jr. manages, to get past and Joshua, which I think he wouldn't, but if he manages to do that, then huge props to him, and he should be fighting Water next. Unification. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see, because we don't want to see any bombs. Because listen carefully, if Anthony Joshua decide to retire or leave the game, the heavyweight division will actually go to shit again. Why I say that? Because none of those guys are ready to step up other than Joshua. Joshua fights killers after killers after killers. He fights killers all the time, but those guys, Water, Fury, they fight bombs twice and then go to. I mean, you look at this record. He fought bombs from 2008 to 2011, where he stepped up against Chisora. Let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it real. Let's hear what about Haram had to say because we've already listened to it. But let's continue.
In Madison Square Garden on June 1st, I've seen Anthony Joshua. It wasn't Anthony Joshua. If you had compared prior to the Joshua fight, Andy Ruiz and Tom Schwartz, you'd have to bet on Tom Schwartz.
Now you worked with Andy Ruiz. We'll come back to Tyson, but it seems like a natural way to talk about that fight now, Ruiz and Joshua. You worked with Andy Ruiz for a number of years. Were you surprised at him being able to upset Anthony Joshua in the manner that he did?
It wasn't Anthony Joshua. There was an imposter in the ring in Madison Square Garden on June 1st. I've seen Anthony Joshua fight in person with Parker and on television with Klitschko and other fighters. And I'm telling you, the Anthony Joshua who showed up in Madison Square Garden on June 1st was not the real Anthony Joshua. I don't know why. I don't know how. I mean, I'm not part of that camp, but I'm telling you, it wasn't Anthony Joshua.
He's been very vocal in the fact that he's come out, both him and Eddie Hearn have come out and said that there was no knockout in sparring, there was no excuses, and simply the better man won on the night. As I said, you were quite long in the tooth. Do you believe that?
What difference does it make what I believe? Do I know facts that would contradict that? No. So what I believe is irrelevant.
Fair enough. Talk to me about the Deontay Wilder fight. So I spoke to Shelley Finkel last.
So you heard it, and Bob Harum, even though he does not actually fancy Eddie Hearn, but he kept it real, man. He kept it real. Said that was not Anthony Joshua. I mean, what do you expect? Well, let me hit my song, yeah, man. There's some song here. Go.
Alle meine Jungs kommen von ganz unten. Wir machten Moves, keine Tanzstunden. Viele von den anderen Dudes wurden Stammkunden. Kamen nicht mehr weg, Kiefersperre wie bei Kampfhunden. Zu viel gesehen, was willst du mir erzählen? Schon die Pädagogen konnten meine Bout nicht verstehen. Mein Leben bei Splatter, zu viel blutige Szenen. Ich sagte mir, ich werde Rapper, statt zur Schule zu gehen. Und hier bin ich. Kein Hobby-Spit, das Drill Business. Sie sagen keep it real, sag mir was hier nicht real ist. Du rappst über Rap, Mutterficker, ich bin es. Boy, hör auf zu haten, broke zu sein ist nichts Schlimmes. Respekt bekommen die sich Respekt verdienen. Als Rapper ist der Struggle real und das ist recht in Wien. Haberer, das hier hat nichts zu tun mit West-Berlin. Doch verschwend kein Gedanken daran wegzuziehen, denn ich hab das beste Team.
Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien.
Enjoy the song, bro. Enjoy the song. If I come back.
So fresh, so clean. Mit dem besten Team. Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zu chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hitter, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean.
Wir sind Big Boys, wir machen Big Tins. Kein Problem, du kannst deine Freundin gern mitbringen. Schick rechts, schick links, Steppe in den Dance und der Drip stimmt. Nichts als Gelato in meinem Spliff drin. Ich bin's, wenn's irgendwo abnormal hart nach Piff stinkt. Ich und meine Jungs sind am Hustlen, seitdem wir Kids sind. Money over Bitches bleibt das Motto, bis ich rich bin.
Baby, tut mir leid, doch heute komm ich nicht heim. Du weißt, ich mach mein Ding, wenn die Sonne nicht scheint. Die anderen Hunde wollten ihre Beute nicht teilen. Jetzt wollen sie ein Stück vom Kuchen, denk nur sollte nicht sein. Nein, ich denk nur sollte nicht sein. Labels ignorierten, plötzlich wollen sie mich sein. Die Jungs, die sich jetzt lustig machten, wollen wie ich sein. Jetzt stehen sie vom Club, doch sie kommen nicht rein.
Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zu chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hitter, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean. Mit dem besten Team. Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zu chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hitter, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean.
So guys, I'll be right back very soon. My final thoughts before I log off and come back again, because I have a lot of things to talk about today and I want to go live for them. We've got to talk about the Unified King of the Universe and the Joshua, his recent training video that has been, this guy's been working on some things, man. Right back, my final thoughts is that, listen, Haymon, you've got to make the fight happen, man. If Andrew Jr. manages to defeat the former Unified King of the Universe and the Joshua again in the rematch, the next fight you should be making is Water and Andrew Jr. Let's do it. No time to waste. Let's see how Water can cope with a different style. Listen, I still believe that Water beats Andrew Jr., okay? Water beats Andrew Jr. He beats him and he would knock him out, that's for sure. Original can say all he wants to say and give himself hope, but I don't think he can deal with the power of Deontay Water. And also, when Deontay Water goes women on you, you hardly survive. But we know that Water is not technically gifted, so Water might make a mistake that Anthony Joshua did and then get caught, you know what I mean? So it can happen to anyone. So like the video, guys. Give it a thumbs below, please. Like it. It's live now. I'll be right back. more stuff to come. Let's talk about some other news and talk about the Junior journey to Mexico. He's now a king in Mexico, man. He's now a king in Mexico. Es un rey. Ahora él es un rey, ¿sabes? Pues la vida es así. No me puede regular because at the time, you look at someone struggling right now, you think the guy is not going to make it, but this guy even wanted to quit boxing. He wanted to quit boxing. So, Junior, listen, I don't hate the guy. I think what he's doing is nice. I wish him nothing but the best. But remember, the unified heavyweight king of the whole universe and the Joshua right here, we come back and we claim those titles, man. He's gonna get him back, okay? By the way, you got to go follow AJ Boxing official page right here, man. Follow her here. And, fitness products, boxing equipment, and lifestyle apparel at the Joshua Worldwide Championship now. So, follow it now. Support the champ, support the champ, support the champ. You understand? So, I think I've got something a year before. I'm personally already. So, I would guess another something else again. Maybe the boxing glove, man. Yeah, the AJ Boxing glove. So nice to see. Anyway, go follow me on Instagram at Boxing Blow Sitter right here, Boxing Blow Sitter, and follow me on Twitter at the Boxing Block, and follow me on Facebook at Boxing Blow Sitter. I'll be right back very, very soon. Don't blink. Stay blessed. Enjoy the music.